So, you find yourself asking, whatever happened with that bag that he was making? Well, there she is. That, right there, is the fully made, all done prototype. Here, we'll get you adjusted just a mite. Oh, look at that. There she is. That's the whole kit and caboodle right there. In duck cloth with a number 10 zipper done across the top. It's got a removable strap of 1.5 webbing on the back with a padded back and a couple of carabiners locked on there. Those aren't joke carabiners either. Them's is the real deal. And that's the bag. It is together. It is in no way perfect. I knew that was going to be the case, and I'm okay with that. It does, feature-wise, it does have all of the relevant features to it that I had been looking to include on this. So it's got padded side, bottom, and other side. It's got the 2 pockets in the front with the pleats on them for expansion and Velcro flaps. It has a number 10 dual opening zipper on the top of it. Glides open real nice. It's got internally, it has a, let's see, give you a good look inside here real quick. Yeah, I know none of the seams are finished. I don't care. It's a prototype, guys. So we got a padded back panel. We have a laptop pocket on the inside of that. We have pen pockets and notebook storage here, and then we have one big vat in the middle. And again, you're getting fraying because I didn't do any finish work to any of it, because that's not the point of this prototype. The point of this prototype is form factor and features testing. That's it. This is not representative in terms of material, it's not representative in terms of longevity, and it's not representative in terms of finishing on the thing. So I'm not going to invest a whole bunch of time and effort finishing the inside of the thing when it's going to get kicked around for a couple of weeks for feature testing and then lobbed in the recycle pile after being stripped of all valuable hardware, which is its inevitable fate. I'll tell you right now, I have initial thoughts and concerns and questions would include I am modifying for sure the order of operations. The way I had done this, there's 4 panels to the bag. There's a front panel and a back panel, a side bottom side, and then a side top side, right? So sort of those 4 panels. Front panel, back panel, I'm fine with. I am unhappy with the seaming on this edge and this edge between my side top side and my side bottom side. So this little side seam over here, I'm not super pleased with. So either I will be eliminating the seam at that height here and dropping it down to the bottom and making this a full clamshell bag, potentially, or I will be sewing in that seam first so that I'll be joining, like the order of operations for joining the panels will be a little bit different, just because access gets kind of cramped and weird with the way it is right now. So that's the first change. Second change, I am unsure about these pockets. I've never done pleated pockets before. I'm not sure that I like the way I've done them. I'm also not sure about their scale or their utility. So they're a little bit small given the size of the bag. There's a lot of sort of negative space open around them, sort of both here on the side and here on the top. So, you know, my initial thought was, oh, well, if I scale these up so that they're big and they take up most of this panel, that will make them look more meaningful and they'll look a little less weird. Also, having them done in this color scheme I think is not really helping. And then I realized, like, what am I actually keeping in there? And like, I keep my car keys in this guy when I'm commuting with this bag, and I keep I have like a pill container that I drop in that. And yeah, it fits in there really nicely, but it's a lot of added complication to have easy access to something that I don't actually need first order access to. My car keys are almost always going to be in my jacket pocket, and if they're not in my jacket pocket or in the car, then I can safely have them in my bag and I don't need to be able to get them out instantly. Ditto with medications. And so part of me thinks just eliminating these here and making simpler pockets on the inside panel or on the inside back panel would make more sense. So getting rid of external organization and moving some of that organization internally, I think would be the move ultimately. I am also similarly not entirely psyched with this joining mechanism for this. Actually, I really like this strap, this angle piece of webbing that I did. I didn't anchor it immediately to the top of this panel here. It's down sort of kind of 3/4 of an inch. And so this could get shuffled up. And I think that might actually help a teeny bit with the way the bag lays. I'm trying not to freak out about the shape that the bag holds right now, because these are not the representative materials that I'm going to be using. This is cotton duck because it's cheap and I had it, and it's weight-wise it's sort of kind of right. I can make a quasi-durable bag out of it. But right now it's looking like I'm going to use one of the X-Pax variants for the final. And so I'm trying not to freak out about that, but there's structure here and on the back, but there's none up here. So the top of this bag, particularly like up at these corners, sort of mushes around a little bit. The zipper helps, but I'm not entirely convinced. I can tell you that I also have colors at Fabric Swabs and zippers to choose from. And right now I'm thinking I'm going to do a all black bag. So the whole bag simplified and streamlined on the outside in black X-Pax. Which really, from the outside, reads mostly like Cordura, because it kind of is. And then on the zipper, this is a number 10 YKK, which is a really lovely zipper. But I've got a number 9 in multicam that I think looks pretty sharp, and that on an all black bag with just this reveal showing, a little stripe of camo wrapping around, I think would look really, really lovely. So I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking about how to sort of deal with structure up in these corners and with strap issues. So I think we're close. I've used it a few times. It is nearly fully loaded right now. There's a laptop in there, a power supply in there, some daily supplies, some pens, like a full pen loadout. Notebooks are usually in there. I pulled them for today. So this is pretty well representative. It's got the right amount of space. It hangs reasonably well. I can wear it across my body the way I intended. So I think we're close, but that's what my final bag has looked like. Heck, you can still see the chalk marks on it. That's how little I care right now with this one. So I'm gonna run this for a few weeks and work on some other projects, and then once I'm sort of settled, I'll put in a fabric order and wait for that to show up, and we can cut and sew the final bag, and then we'll be there. So thanks for watching. Click a button or don't, and yeah.